love to tell the story of unseen things above, of Jesus and His glory, of Jesus and His love. I love to tell the story because I know 'tis true. It satisfies my longings as nothing else can do. I love to tell the story, 'twill be my theme in glory. I'll tell the old story of Jesus and His love. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Here we go, second verse. I love to tell the story, more wonderful it seems than all the golden fancies of all our golden dreams. I love to tell the story, it did so much for me, and that is just the reason I tell it now to thee. I love to tell the story, 'twill be my theme in glory to tell the old story of Jesus and His love. Last verse. I love to tell the story for those who know it best, seem hungering and thirsting to hear it like the rest. And when in scenes of glory I sing the new song, 'twill be the old story that I have loved so long. I love to tell the story, 'twill be my theme in glory to tell the old story of Jesus and His love. Thank you. Have a seat. Okay, prayer request. I'm tickled to see Patty and Bruce every time they walk in the door, and they keep pushing. And I'm glad they keep fighting against the cancer. And as Patty's testimony this morning, she's doing a whole lot better than what she week ago. So that's really good. So, anybody else have a prayer request, spoken request? Okay. The two ladies that were here this morning, I don't know them. Apparently, that's the church does, and they just recently lost their brother. So, there's, yeah, yeah, heart attack. That wasn't Sam Somersville's mother-in-law, was it? Was it? It was here this morning. Oh, okay. I thought both of them looked familiar, but I never put it all together. Okay, they were sisters, and they said they'd been here before, a long time ago, and it's when Sam and his wife and the kids were coming. Okay, okay, very good. All right. Anyone else that spoke to the request? Okay. Pray for those who are traveling. A lot of people are traveling this weekend, just festivals and things going on, and people want to go out of town. It's a good idea. And those went with us on a trip on Thursday. That was tremendous, just to go to Cass Railroad and had a great time. And a lot of good fellowship. It was just a good time to be together. It was a great day, beautiful day. Enjoyed that. Okay, anybody else with a spoken request? Anybody with a unspoken request, someone want to pray about, not mention out loud? Okay, let's go to the Lord in prayer. The Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to be in your house. I pray that you're blessed and all that we say and do will bring honor and glory to you. I pray for our church family, those that are traveling, to keep them safe, and those that are sick, that you help them get better quickly and bring them back safely. I pray that you'll use us for your glory throughout this week, that we'll be a witness for Christ we ought to be, and encouragement to other Christians that we ought to be. Thank you for all your blessings and your goodness to us. I pray that you'll use us in a great way that'll influence others. In Jesus' name we ask. Amen. Okay, we have one announcement, and as next Saturday we're going to the Grits Farm. We'll leave here at the church at 9 o'clock. Those who are interested in going, the church is paying for everyone to go to get it. It's just, I forget what the cost is to go, just to get in, but we pay for the cost to get in, and then what you buy there, you're on your own. Okay, I mean, everyone buys kettle corn and, well, my favorite things, kettle corn and pumpkin ice cream. So that's two things I look forward to there. But then they have a lot of mums and pumpkins and different things there. So once you get there, we'll get you in the gate, and then you buy what you need to when you're there. Okay, so bring money for that. But we'll pay for all the kids, and Alan and I are going to run the vans and pick up the kids and turn them loose down there. Okay. Okay. Anybody else have any testimony, something God's blessed you with? You want to tell everybody about it? A praise report or testimony? All right, Charlie and Charlie boy, can you take up offering? He said amen to you. Okay. Open the Bibles, please. The book of Psalms. Psalm 62. Psalm 62. Sue said it's a blessing to hear it. Josiah say amen when we get done praying, or for Charlie Boy say amen when we get done praying, and we in case you didn't hear that, and have Charlie Boy up here with Charlie taking up the offering, and there's a fear I think a lot of Christians have of their kids being programmed. It's been mentioned in Sunday school several times that why do we do what we do, and or we just programming people just to follow a set of rules and do certain things, and it's almost like a fear of having kids programmed. I can't think of a better program in the world to teach them to serve and have an opportunity for them to serve. There's a lot of churches where kids don't do anything the whole time they're growing up in church, and the question came up recently: is it okay to have the kids learn to serve in church and serve in any capacity? And I think as soon as they can, they ought to learn how to serve. Just like working around the house, I think kids, as soon as they're big enough, they can make their bed and run the vacuum or whatever they do, and help you with the dishes. And well, they make a mess with the dishes. You got to go back and clean them. Go back and clean them. Don't do them in front of them. Just say, you did a great job, and you go back, scrape something off later, scrape it off later. It's okay. Or set it down on the floor and let the dog clean it off. It'll be all right. Anyway, just not really. But to teach them how to do stuff and to serve, and a lot of kids never learn, and then they become adults, and they've never served in any capacity the whole time they're growing up. And they want the world to continue to serve them as it always has, and it doesn't really work so well. Okay, Psalm 62. That's not the message. We're just going to read the whole psalm. Okay, truly my soul waiteth upon God; from Him cometh salvation. He only is my rock and salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. How long will you imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In God is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before him. He is a refuge for us. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are altogether lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. God has spoken once. Twice I have heard this, that power belongeth unto God. Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. David, I think this was written when David was either when he was running from Saul, and it may have been written when he was running from Absalom, his own son. And he spent 7 years running from Saul. He spent a time period when the nation of Israel turned against him and was following his son Absalom, and he ran from them, not just because he didn't want a battle in the city of Jerusalem. He went to the woods and they had the battle in the woods. So he got away from the city just to reduce the collateral damage there in Jerusalem, which was a wise move. At one point when David was running from Saul, he went to a little city, and the people in that city sent messengers back to Saul and said, David's over here. And they said, why would they do that? He heard him, David and his men. He gathered, first he had a couple hundred men, then he had several hundred men. And at one point, he heard that the Philistines had invaded a certain town, and he said, we're going to go over and we're going to defend that city. He prayed about it. Said, God, we've heard that this city is under attack. Should we go help them? And all of his men were saying, let's not go because it's close to, Saul's going to catch us if we go there. And God gave him the go-ahead, so he went down to defend the city of Israel. And after they defended the city of Israel, he said, God, Saul's coming. Will these people turn us over to Saul? And God said, yep. They're going to turn their backs on you. Even though you defended them, you saved their town. And David and his men were almost like mercenaries, but not without getting paid for it. And he said, you saved them. God said this today. You saved them. You defended their town. But it won't matter. As soon as Saul's here, they're going to turn you over to him. So David left. And David said, in this psalm, I don't know at what point he wrote this psalm, but a couple of things he noticed in here. This morning I talked about finances a lot, where we not to trust in their own. And in one verse we read, down in verse 10 says, last part of verse 10 says, if riches increase, set not your heart upon them, not to think that, well, if I get enough money, I'm okay. If I save up enough money, I'm okay. If I have the right checkbook or make the right investments, I'm okay. God said, don't set your heart on the things on the things that the world says are vitally important. It's not saying there's nothing in Scripture that says don't save up, and you're supposed to prepare for your children and your grandchildren, but not to trust in that. Trust only in God. There's about 5 different verses in the Scriptures, in this chapter we just read, where God says only, trust only in God, only. And you say other people trust only in other things. Some men trust in men, okay? We read this verse. And surely, verse 9, surely men of low degree are vanity. That means there's nothing to them. We know people that are like this, that their whole life is just emptiness, okay? They don't think anything. They don't think they can do anything, so they don't. And their whole life, men of low degree, are vanity. There's nothing. The word vain or vanity is emptiness. That there's nothing, absolutely nothing about them. There's nothing there's no substance about them. As this morning, I talked about beasts this morning in the Sunday school, in the message this morning. I talked about pigs, that all they live for is what they can eat, whatever they can stick in their mouth, and they'll eat anything except for peppers. So we say the pepper boys for Charlie. So the peppers for Charlie boy. So, but the pigs will eat anything they can get in their mouth. But there are people that are like that, and it's men of low degree. They don't think about anything. They put in their time at work. They don't really accomplish anything with life. They don't plan to accomplish anything with life. They just want to get through it, just get through the day, and we'll call that men of low degree. But it says the men of high degree are a lie. That's what it says. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, if you balance it out,
They are altogether lighter than vanity because they think they have something and they don't. There's a lot of people, and I've met people like this, that would, if you put them on the scales, they would say, well, I'm more valuable than this person over here because I have a better education. I could do something somebody else cannot do. If you put us on the scale, you think I weigh down. I have more value to my life. Or what's the term that politicians use? I have more gravitas to my life. That I mean more to people than someone else does. But if they're alive and all this is just in their own mind, they think they're more valuable. And God says they're lighter than vanity. They're not worth anything either. And some people who take us great pride in who they are and how good they are, okay, how smart they are. God says, in the balance, they're lighter than the vanity, than the empty people. Okay? So what does he say? Verse 2 says this. He only, this is the word I want to look at this evening. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. He said there's not a lot that can move me. Okay? If you look on down, verse 6 he said, he only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. That means there's times when we say, and our faith can progress to this, there's times when we say, I'm trusting in my goodness or my righteousness or my work that I could do the right thing. I'm going to trust me to get the right thing done. Or I'm going to trust somebody else to do the right thing. And sometimes people will do the right thing. David had people who stood by him his entire life, but there's other times who said, refuge failed me, no man cared for my soul. People are vanity. A lot of times people are empty. But sometimes David said, okay, he is my rock and my salvation. I shall not be greatly moved. But then there's other times his faith is increased. He didn't say, I shall not be greatly moved. I'm not going anywhere because he has planted me where I am. And I'm not, David as a king said, God has made me who I am. I shall not be moved. Trust in him, verse 8. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. That means you let him know what you need. He already knows. He already knows every need you have. He already has plans to fill every need that you have. But the truth is, he wants you to come to him and let him know, my hope, my trust is in you, nothing else. There's not a talent that I have that's going to get me through life. There's not a gift of my ability that's going to get me through life. Well, Brother John, that means you're going to sit on the couch and do nothing all your life? No, that's the vain person. Okay? That's the men of low degree, low estate. Yeah, but it says, I can't trust in my talents or my goodness or my gifts or my abilities to get me what I want. I'm going to use everything you give me to provide for my family and do what I'm supposed to do. But my whole trust, my only trust is in God. Not because we talked about deer hunting before church. I'd love to go. I can't wait till go. We've got 6 weeks, okay? Unless you want to start early. Some of our neighbors always start early, okay? Up our holler, I think it comes in as the leaves change. Some of our neighbors start going. I love to go, but I can't trust in myself in being a good hunter to put meat on the table and meat in the freezer, okay? I just love going. And while I'm out there, most always when I'm sitting out there, I take my little New Testament with me. I sit up there and read, and I enjoy his presence and his gifts that he's given us. But I realize everything we have is a gift from him. I trust only in him. So I can say, I shall not be greatly moved. Wait a minute. I trust in him only, nothing else. I shall not be moved. I'll be where I'm supposed to be, going where I'm supposed to be going all the time. Only. Man rallies troops and they try to cut down God. They can't. They consult with others and they have great confidence in their lies. Verse 4. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. And God said, okay, I know what you're thinking. I mean, you use your tongue to bless me, okay? But in your heart of hearts, you're not. If all my trust is in God, all my confidence is in God, all my hope is in his mercy, in his goodness, then I should work as if he's my boss. I should serve as if he's my king. and I should give as if he's the recipient of every gift that I have to give. About this missionaries here this morning. I love having the guy here. Almost every missionary that's ever come through this building, I enjoy their presence. I enjoy them as people, as men, and who they are and what they do. But this man, I say little guy, he's a great guy. This man was here this morning, Luke Paul. I was tickled that's just to talk to him. First time he came, we said, y'all talked to him in the parking lot, and he came in here and we talked to him for a half hour. Okay. They're fully dependent upon God. But when they come as a missionary, they come, okay, if I'm going to go back, no matter what happens in life, he's going to go back to Papua New Guinea, to the tribes that he came from, the group that he came from, and then try to go to some other cities around him to try to take the gospel to them. No matter what, I have no idea what kind of support he has, or how much money he needs. No matter what happens, he's going, right? No matter what happens, if we give our missionaries $50 a month. If we give him the $50 a month, he's going. If we don't give him $50 a month, he's still going. He's fully dependent on God. God's going to meet his needs, whether we chip in on it or not, whether we help out or not. To me, I look at it and say, I want to help, right? I'm going to say everyone that's ever come through this building, I said, I want to help that guy. To me, it's like making an investment that pays off, okay? An investment pays off in souls, in rejoicing, okay? And I want to go to his village sometime, because they'll offer a pig, they'll kill the fatted calf, and we'll get there. The white guy came, the missionary came. He said, no, I don't want to go get a pig. If you want to get a pig, we'll go to Rob Trevor's house. We're not going to sacrifice ours, we'll sacrifice theirs. Probably wasn't right. Truth is, these people are totally reliant on God. Are we? I got my 401k, got this, and we're supposed to make the investment, we should. Okay, got my retirement, and we should. We got this, we should. Okay? But it's a total dependency on God. Someone gave the analogy, the acronym of FROG, like a frog, FROG, fully rely on God. Okay? And think, okay, I'm trusting him. If everything I have, everything I do, whatever the outcome is he my source for everything? He surely is. Let's pray. Thank you, Lord, for loving us. Thank you, truth, for giving us in your word. I pray that you help us be the Christians we ought to be in every area of our life that will trust you and depend on you in everything. We realize what you've given us so far. Everything we have is a gift from you. I pray that you bless our church family. Use us for your glory this week. In Jesus' name we ask. Amen. Let's sing a song. I shall not be moved. Say, is it in the book? $43. So I'll stand page 43. Jesus is my Savior, I shall not be moved. He in his favor, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, Lord, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, Lord, I shall not be moved. In my Christ abiding, I shall not be moved. In his love I'm hiding, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, Lord, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, Lord, I shall not be moved. Last verse. On his word I'm feeding, I shall not be moved. He's the one that's leading, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, Lord, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, Lord, I shall not be moved. I was thinking, It just occurred to me that the ladies that were here this morning, and I never made the connection as to who the white lady was saying. It's April Somerville's mother, uh, and April's sister was at the funeral home this week when we read his service out here, and April's sister was out there, and I didn't know that how they know them or how the relation was. It's Hubert's. Yeah, I hear it at this at Long and Fisher, and it's whatever the connection was. I had no connection was, but I saw her and her husband there, and we spoke with them just for a moment. I don't even know how they know Hubert, but then for her mother to be here Sunday, 6 days later, okay, the family needs reached. Okay, all right. Let's do some marking dismisses. Amen. Thanks for coming out tonight. Miss Joe fell. Yeah.